Hi there, it's Liz Yule from Old Sables Crafts here again. I've got a slightly different video for you today in that I have done quite a lot of preparation for it in advance. But the main reason for jumping on to do this video is to say that Special Reason stamp set and the matching Stylish Stems framelit dies are both retiring. I've had a look at the clearance rack today, and today is Tuesday, the 16th of May. So things may have changed by the time this goes live, but Tuesday the 16th of May. The clear mount, which is the one that goes on the clear block, stamp set is reduced and available, but it's reduced from £18 to £14.40. The wood mount is still available, but is still at full price. The framelets, which were at £28, are reduced to £16.80. So between them, they're £30 if you go for the clear mount and the framelets. But if you bundle them, they are still at full price. So the bundle for the clear mount is still £41.25. So I just wanted to jump on board and let you know that. It's just worth bearing that in mind. And I'm putting together a quick project just to highlight what they will do. So this is a project that you may have seen the video on before. I made this some wee while ago. If I can find it, I will put a link below and on my blog post. So this uses the cutaway part. So these are the framelets that you get, and it's kind of a mixture of framelets and thinlets. So on this I used the cutaways, so the bit that cuts away, and then I pieced together the stem and did a little bit of stamping, and yeah. So that was that one. But this time I am going to show you the other way round, so using the stamps, because I didn't use the stamps previously other than for the leaves. So I'm going to use the stamps. Now, worth bearing in mind that these are not meant to give you a crisp, clear image. They are meant to be that slightly vintage look. So I thought I would just show you that by doing an example. I have to say I have got everything cut and ready to go, just so that this is a quick video. But so I'm using rose red because I am. So, ooh, that looks horribly dangerous, doesn't it? So just firm pressure on there, and as you see, it is crisp in that it's got all the outline, but it is meant to be what I always rudely call newsprint. So it is meant to be that vintage look. However, I have prepared, in Blue Peter fashion, a large flower and two small flowers. I have also prepared, using an embossing folder. This actually isn't retired. This is the Petal Burst embossing folder. There are retired embossing folder or retiring embossing folders available, so you may want to have a look at those. And the other thing I have prepared is just stamped "There is no special reason for this card," and then I've cut that out using this die, and then I've cut a piece of Blushing Bride glimmer paper, also retiring, from the larger size. So the Blushing Bride glimmer paper was £4.50 for 2 sheets and is now £3.60, and at the point where I'm recording this is still available. So again, bear that in mind. Whisper White card base. Now with anything that's embossed, getting it to actually stick is always a plan. However, what I would normally do is use dimensionals, but I want to use dimensionals elsewhere. So this really is one of those cases where wet glue is best. What you do not want to do is, having embossed your piece of cardstock, is then put a tape runner over it, because that will flatten out your embossing. So that's not to be recommended, but a good covering of wet glue, so that you know you're picking up some of the areas that are actually touching the card is a good plan. And then this is really just going to be a tone on tone. And I thought just there, and then the glimmer paper there, and the no special reason there. So this I am going to stick on with fast fuse, only again because not all of the base is going to be raised. And I'm putting this on first, and then I am going to, ooh, there's the mistake I made earlier, used the wrong stamp, but fortunately card has two sides, so I stamped on the other side. So I'm now going to use dimensionals. Dimensionals are really good at sticking to glimmer paper, but because it is glimmer paper, I normally for this, if I was sticking it to card, I'd just use the two dimensionals at the end, but this is glimmer paper, so I am putting extra dimensionals on. So here we go. Let's just pop that there, and then again fast fuse on the back of this, because for the same reason I have got lumps and bumps. So pop that up there and stick one of these on with fast fuse, and one with dimensionals. And that is pretty much it. So there is no special reason for this card other than to let you know that the stamp set and the framelets are reduced. So really worth jumping over to have a look at those on my store. There's a link below. I will put the item numbers on the associated blog post, which is also below. They will probably show the full price because the way that I do it, it pulls information from somewhere where they don't always show the discounts, but I will list the discounts in the blog post. So yeah, just bear that in mind. It's not me trying to be misleading, they are reduced. If you've enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. That is my face over there at some point, either now or soon. And I will see you again soon, hopefully with some more mega bargains whilst we're still in May and still have the retiring list. Yay! Speak to you soon.